मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लांघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमताम् अपराधिजनं कलुषायुतसक्तसुदीननरम्। सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 7th chapter. The last we heard was about how to understand Paramatma or realize Paramatma through analytical knowledge by both direct and indirect means. Directly, it is possible by bhakti yoga. Pratyakshaavagamam gamyam susukham kartum avyayam rajavidya rajaguhyam pavitram idam uttamam. So this is Krishna is telling to Arjuna, this is Rajavidya, this is king of all knowledges. Rajaguhyam, and it is the secret of all secrets. So if it is a secret, why is it told to everyone? Secret means secret. But even though Krishna has revealed it, still it is secret. Why? Not everyone can understand this. There used to be, in our college days, there used to be open book examination. Probably you also had open book examination. You can carry your textbooks, you can carry your notebooks, whatever you want you can carry to the examination hall. And you can see, it's not like copying. You can see the notebook or textbook and then give answer to the question that is answered. But to find where it is will itself will finish your time, unless until you are nicely knowledgeable about where each of these topics are, or you have no relation of how to correlate this question to that particular subject, you will not be able to understand. So even though it is open for all, open secret, it is still secret. Rajaguhyam, that is why he is telling Rajaguhyam, this cannot be understood by everyone. Everyone goes through Bhagavad Gita, but how many can understand about the secret of all knowledges? Pavitram idam uttamam, it is the best. This knowledge is the best and it is the most purifying. Pratyakshaavagamam gamyam. By this knowledge, you can come in contact with the Supreme Lord directly. Directly you can come in contact. Susukham kartum avyayam. And this process is done with great bliss. That is Bhakti Yoga. So Krishna tells about Bhakti Yoga by saying that this is the secret of all secrets, king of all secrets, king of all knowledge. So by this process one can directly come in contact with the Supreme Lord. And through indirect means also, neti, not this, not the senses, not this wood, not the table, not mobile, not this, and go on in an indirect approach to see what it is. So, by both these processes, one can understand Paramatma. By negating, this should be done by everyone. One should use the intelligence, the knowledge of discrimination, and try to carefully, reject all that is not Atma, Anatma, and arrive at the actual subject. We have to come to the actual subject by rejecting all the unnecessary things. So this is what we heard the last. We will continue from verse number 25. Yesterday I went to place Machlandapur in Bengal. So one devotee had been calling me for several years, please come. And I had this reason for not going, Samadhi temple. I said, no, I cannot go now. I have a lot of responsibility. Now the time has come for me to leave to Bombay. He's telling, Maharaj, when will you come? I told you will come. You promised you will come. When will you come? He said, okay, I'll remove one day. I'll take out one day. He said, no, I want your Saturday and Sunday. I said, no, Baba, I cannot give you 2 days. I can give you 1 day at most. He said, okay, give me Sunday. I said, no, I cannot give you Sunday. I can give you only the day as per my preference, not per your preference. Because my schedule is very tightly packed. He said, okay, no problem, please come. So yesterday we went there, Sadhu Maharaj, me and Nilesh Prabhu, Rupal Mataji. So 4 of us went there. Very nice program, very nice village people. It's a village, very nice people, very faithful, very faithful, and very emotional about Gurudev, emotional about sadhus. The Prabhu could not check his tears. Mataji could not check her tears. When we went there, we were overjoyed. He said that our dream has finally come true. We have been dreaming for 2 years that you are coming, and the dream has finally come true. So it was nice. They were very happy that we went there. And we had program in the morning, 11 o'clock, 11:30. We had program. Then there was prasad, and evening there was an informal session. There were so many questions from his own family members and from others, the devotees surrounding. We visited 3-4 houses, the devotees' houses there. Everyone said, please come to our house, please come to our house. We went to everyone's house. Very nice. It was 11 o'clock in the night we came back yesterday. So it was very nice, After going there, I felt like every year we should go there. Because sincere people are, missing these days. There are so many persons, they take to devotional path. Okay, this is one process as a time pass or some kind of engagement or some kind of play, pastime. but nobody, and very few take it very seriously. So there is that seriousness, and by seeing them we could understand, or I thought that they need such support. They were really, some of them, a few of them were very, what do you call, huh? No, not eager, but they were very depressed for some material problems and few things. They were very, very depressed. And when we went there, the person who was depressed, he felt very happy. He was depressed for some family, inconveniences, some other problems in the house. His wife departed, so he was not very old, but she died, so he's not able to cope up with, the living without her. So very, very depressed he was. And then after we met him and Sadhu Maharaj talked to him, then he's like rejuvenated. Yes, now I understand why Supreme Lord has done this to me. So sometimes certain things strike. It's not that he has not heard it from others, but certain things strike. All of a sudden when the time appropriate comes. So it was very nice, pleasant. So certain when sadhus go and they give their association, then they will be delighted. They feel that we are being cared. Otherwise they feel neglected. So this is one of the things that we felt yesterday, that they need that care, love, affection. Devotees need. After Gurudev left, there are not many who are giving that compassion and love. Everyone is living their own life. I'm leading my life, someone else is living his or her own life. But devotees, particularly few devotees, need affection, love, care, and they want to feel that they are our family, a belongingness. And that if we go intermittently, meet them, talk to them, see them, they feel that they belong to the family. So very nice.
But there are many places like this.
There are many places like this. Yes.
Because when I was in Orissa, we were doing going like village.
Yes, many. So many places. So many persons are feeling really, being rejected or not being cared, or
enthusiastic. And welcome us nicely.
Yes, and I also, not only in India, I see many foreign devotees also. I know so many, Krishna Dasi in Russia, Ananga Manjari, so many devotees there. They feel very they feel the need for sadhu sangha. They need a feel for love, affection that they received from Gurudev. Of course, it's not the same. Nobody can give that like what Guruji has done. But yet, as a brother, not like a father. Father's love is different. At least like a brother, as like a sister. That love, care, affection is there. Many foreign devotees, I see that they are going here and there because there is no proper guidance available. In India, still there is some possibility, but in the foreign countries, it's absolutely missing. There is no proper guidance. Some guru is coming and telling this. Yesterday there was this question also. So many sadhus from different mutts are coming. They are telling this, but our mutt is like this. So what is right? What is wrong? So many confusions because they don't know and they don't get to see us so often. So confusion, which direction to go. They are sadhu, we are sadhu. So which sadhu to follow, which sadhu not to follow. So the proper direction is required. If it is the case in India, I can imagine what it will be in the foreign countries. Because many persons are going, very different, khichadis are being cooked, different kinds. So it's very, very essential that this love, care, affection is distributed. Yes.
The farmers should stay here.
Everyone else can travel.
No, I will come in between. People are telling outside that you are in Mayapur for 6 years, 7 years, you did not come out. You are, talking and speaking only in Mayapur. Why don't you come to us? Why don't you,
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, so it's everywhere it's to be seen. Yes, I also personally want to be in Mayapur. Let's see what Gurudev has in store for me, what the Lord's desire is. Anyway, so I'll get to the topic. Buddhe arjagaranam, buddher jagaranam, swapnah, sushuptiriti, vrittayah, ta येनैवानु भूयन्ते सो अध्यक्षः पुरुषः परः बुद्धिर त्रिविध वृत्ति जागृत स्वप्न और सुषुप्ति से तीनटी वृत्ति के जिनी अनुभव करें तिनी नियंता परम पुरुष परमात्मा. Intelligence has three activities, or the nature of intelligence is three types. One is awakened, other is sleeping, and the third is half semi-conscious. This is the three states. One is a sleeping state, one is a sleeping state, and the third is a deep sleep state. In these three deep states, one can understand about Atma. So buddhi is just the opposite. Opposite means jagrita, fully awake, awakened consciousness, and the second is fully sleeping consciousness, and in between half awakened. So say तीनटी वृत्ति के ही जिन्हें अनुभव करे हैं, he who knows about these three different phases of intelligence, he is known as Param Purusha, Supreme Lord. Means Supreme Lord is fully aware of who is awakened, who is sleeping, and who is in intermediate stage. So one whose an example can be given that the realization of all these three states can be understood by our intelligence. Now when we are in fully nidrita avastha, sleeping state, dormant state. Dormant state means our consciousness is zero awakened. Means not awakened towards Krishna Bhakti. It is fully in a dormant state. Means full materialism. Sense enjoyment, gross relations, gross body, and all these things, whatever is related to the matter and material things. One is fully awakened to that. Then the consciousness is in fully sleeping state to what is the actual need. Then this is the state where one will have understanding of the body only. Then the second is the sleeping state. Sleeping state means the state where you are sleeping and you are also dreaming. A state of dream. In a state of dream, your gross body is at rest. Gross body is not doing any action. But you are able to see your subtle body in your dream. How? That you are experiencing some pain or pleasure. You have gone to see your friend's wedding. You are on a bed physically. But in a dream, you are, in America attending your friend's wedding, or you are in some other islands or some other place. So, and there also you have a body. Isn't it? In that sleeping state, in the dreaming state, you have a body. You have eyes. You are seeing the beach in front of you. You are seeing something in front of you. But your eyes are actually closed. Here on the bed, your eyes are closed. Your hands are not doing any action. But there is something in your dreaming state that is, you can see your body, you can see everything else, you are witnessing so many things, you are hearing the sounds. Everything is going on. What is that? That is the dreaming state where one can understand the subtle body. In a fully gross sleeping state, nidrita avastha, when the consciousness is fully dormant, and the material sense enjoyment is fully awakened, in that state you will realize only the body. But in a dreaming state, we will be able to realize the subtle body. No, there is some body that is different from this body. That is my mind, or the subtle body. There is ego, there is consciousness, everything there. Now when you are in a deep sleep state, where you are not dreaming, where your body is fully at rest. Sometimes we sleep in such a way that the next day morning we wake up in the same position. It happened many times with me. I sleep like this, the next day morning, after 4 hours, 5 hours, I wake up in this way with my hands paining. But I did not even, the numbness is there. But I did not realize the whole night. The whole night I haven't realized. Because when there is little pain also when I am awake, then I can feel it. But in a very deep state of sleep, I have no knowledge of this, and I have no knowledge of time also, whether it is morning or evening. What, Mangalarti time or Sandhyarti time? Sometimes, completely, because my mind, my body, everything has gone to full rest. And then we feel so fresh. I had a very nice sleep. What is that experiencing? That nice sleep? That is the state, in the deep state of sleep, when the body and the mind is at rest. That is Atma, that is realizing it. That I had a very nice sleep yesterday, last night. That is the Atma. In that state, one can realize the third entity that in other platform we cannot. So, in a similar manner, intelligence is in 3 phases. One is fully awakened, that is fully conscious. Other is half conscious. The third is sushupta, fully sleeping, dormant state. When intelligence is in dormant state, then we will not be able to do such analytical study of direct, indirect means of understanding. Intelligence is fully zero. When intelligence is zero, then we cannot apply. That is why sometimes you go on speaking Harikatha or philosophy to someone, it doesn't simply enter into the mind of that person. Because the intelligence is not developed there to really understand the subject matter. That is why some elementary understanding or intelligence is required to understand Krishna Bhakti. It's not easy to understand Krishna Bhakti. That is why A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj said, philosophy is for intelligent people. Prasad is for less intelligent people. Distribute prasad. Because they cannot understand philosophy. They say you are not this body, you are Atma. When you are in a dreaming state, in a awakened state, they cannot really do so much of analytical understanding. They get sleep when we talk about all these subject matters. But if you give them prasad, very nice. So that is why for the poor and for less intelligent, distribute prasad. And that will purify the consciousness. They don't know how it is purified, but it will be purifying. And then they will come to a platform where they can understand the spiritual subject matters. So, here buddhi 3 types, intelligence 3 types, awakened, sleeping and the intermittent. But all these 3 states are seen by Paramatma, or Param Purusha, Supreme Lord, is able to witness for every individual living entity, individual entity. I don't know how much awakened one is to self-realization. Even I don't know how much I am to myself. How much realization I have, I don't know. But the Supreme Lord has knowledge of all the individual souls. Parameshware Paramarshyer Prakar Bolite Chen Buddhaihi Ityadi Duiti Shloke. So how we can understand, how we can analyze directly, indirectly is being described in this verse and the next one also. Jahar Sahito Sambandha Jukta Hayyai बुद्धिर जागृत आदि तीनटी अवस्था प्रकाश पाए तिनी पर पुरुष परमात्मा मत्तः स्मृतिर ज्ञानम अपोहनम च. The Lord is telling in Bhagavad Gita that from me comes intelligence, from me comes forgetfulness, matta smritir jnanam, knowledge, and apoha, forgetfulness or misunderstanding. All these are coming from me. Means the Lord is the cause of one's intelligence, the Lord is also the cause of one's forgetfulness also. How they are? By coming in contact with Paramatma, one can understand. He is being told, Jahar Said Sambanjukta Hoyai, just by coming in contact with the Supreme Lord, Buddhir Jagrita Tinti Avastha Prakash Pai. One will be able to understand the three states of intelligence: sleeping, awakened, or half sleep state. One will be able to understand only when coming in contact with. That is why, matta smritir jnanam apohanam, forgetfulness or misunderstanding, knowledge, and smriti, remembrance. How can we remember Supreme Lord Sri Krishna? By His mercy. Why are we forgetting Krishna? It is also by His mercy. Apoha, forgetfulness of Supreme Lord, is also because of Supreme Lord only. Then I am not at mistake. Because if forgetfulness is coming out of Krishna, I am not at mistake. It is He who is to be blamed. No. That is coming from Supreme Lord, but it is because of my own deeds. No selfish interest, no desire to do so. Therefore, even that forgetfulness, so-called forgetfulness, is also from Supreme Lord. Because it is also power. Forgetfulness is also power, remembrance is also power. Everything is ultimately coming from Supreme Lord. The Lord is telling that I am the source of everything. My remembrance is also coming from me, forgetfulness is also coming from me. Somebody is presenting, logic about the logic about Lord's the non-existence of Lord. How Lord is not existing? There is nobody, no Supreme. Where is one getting logic out of it? How he has forgotten that Supreme Lord's existence, and he is able to present the logics about inexistence of Supreme Lord. That is also given by Supreme Lord only. If the logic is not given by Supreme Lord, then how can one will be able to present it? That's also an intelligence, isn't it? It's also intelligence. Without intelligence, you cannot even present analytically why Supreme Lord is not existing. That is also coming from Supreme Lord. एभिस् त्रिवर्णैः पर्यस्तैर् बुद्धि भेदैः क्रियोद्भवैः स्वरूपमात्मानो बुद्ध्यत् गंधैर्वायुमिवान्वयात्. पुष्पादिर गंध द्वारा जेमन वायुर ज्ञान जन्मे तद्रूप भिन्न भिन्न क्रिया होते उत्पन्न ऐरूप त्रिविध वृत्ति विशिष्टा बुद्धि द्वारा भगवत आश्रये आत्मार स्वरूप बुझिया लइबे. By aroma, we can understand that there is wind. We can understand the presence of wind by the aroma it carries. In a similar manner, one can understand the presence of intelligence by the activity one does. What kind of intelligence one has got? It is material intelligence, spiritual intelligence, or what it is? One will be able to understand by what kind of activities one is going to perform, one is performing, and what kind of realization one has got about Atma. It is understood by that. Whether one is intelligent, less intelligent, more intelligent, is understood by how much of understanding he has about Atma and Paramatma and what his activities are. A person who is Sei Se Sumedha only, that person is intelligent. He who performs Sankirtana in this Kali Yuga. Sei se sumad. Who will perform Sankirtan? A person who has knowledge of what is the duty of this Kali Yuga. And who am I and how can I get my knowledge of relation established? If one has an understanding of this, then one will accept the path of, Sankirtana that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had propagated. So, Baki sab Kali Hatha Jan. Those who are not taking up the process of Krishna Nama Sankirtan, they are Kali Hatha Jan. They are the ones who have been attacked by Kali. So, here, by the action one performs, what kind of intelligence he has got, and Bhagavad Ashraye Atmar Swarup, and what is my actual relation with Supreme Lord, all these things can be realized by that process only. Just like we can feel the presence of the wind by the aroma it carries, we can understand the presence of intelligence by the activities one does. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in his commentary, जे ei बुद्धिर जागृतादि अवस्था विशिष्ट रूपे प्रतिभात है से जीवात्मा यह बोलते चेन ए भी बुद्धि वेदई ए सकल बुद्धिर वेद बोलते जागरणादि रूप बुद्धिर परिणाम ताहर द्वारा एवं त्रिवर्णैः क्रियोद्भवैः त्रिवर्णात्मक ओ कर्म जन्य हेतु पर्यस्तै अनात्म धर्म होइते निरस्त से सकलेर द्वारा आत्मनः बोलते अशुद्ध जीवेर स्वरूप जानिबे. So, in the previous verse we heard that there are three states of intelligence. To what state of intelligence one belongs to can be understood by what kind of activities one performs. Those who are engrossed in the activities of the body, those who are engaged in anatma dharma. Anatma dharma means the duties of the body, not of the real self. They are considered to be ashuddha jiva, impure souls. Means their intelligence is impure. Their intelligence is in a polluted state by the activity. What is the, we see the activities of a person. Somebody is, let's say, giving sacrifice of the animals, sacrificing animals, or performing, service in the mode of ignorance, etc., or other charity activities one is performing. We can understand what state of intelligence he or she belongs to by seeing these activities. What is the purpose for which you are doing this? Oh, I like this, to eat this animal, but I want to do it as an offering because I don't want to take the sin. That is why I am killing or sacrificing. So, by this immediately you understand that his intelligence is still in a polluted state, in a sleeping state, that he is not able to understand the higher subject matters. That is why you go on telling to them about Krishna Bhakti, they will not be able to appreciate or understand. How much ever you tell them, they cannot give up. We went yesterday to one place, there in one of those places that, her in-laws, they are devotees. We told that, we asked, are you eating non-veg? She said, yes, sometimes we eat. We mostly eat vegetarian, but sometimes we eat non-veg. I said, why? You have taken birth in the house of a devotee. Your husband is in the house of a devotee, and you are related to him. Why are you eating this? No, in Bengal this is a culture. If you don't eat, non-veg in Bengal, then you are something like a non-Bengali, you are an outcast. He said, this is not a reason. Their intelligence is not, cannot go beyond that. Whether you want to do for public or you want to do for your own self, then your intelligence will be understood. If you have an interest of the self, that I want to make progress, I want to please Hari, not the people there. Everyone is eating, I will also eat. Everyone is dying, you also die. Everyone is jumping in the fire, you also jump in the fire. That is not correct. No, that is just simply, following a herd of sheep. It is not correct. You have to use your intelligence. The Lord has given intelligence. You are not an animal just to follow the herd. If you don't use your intelligence, then you cannot be called as a human. You will be an animal. That's all. Everyone is doing, I am also doing. But why they are doing? And why should I do? And what if I don't do? If I don't put these questions, and if I don't break this, concept of let me follow the herd, it is not correct. So, by performance of an activity, we will be able to understand how much developed consciousness one has got, or developed intelligence one has got. Yathanvayat. Sometimes you go on repeatedly tell them, but they cannot understand, they cannot appreciate. It will just not get into their heads at all. I had a friend. He is a worshipper of Sai Baba, South India Sai Baba. The big hair Sai Baba is no more now. So I repeatedly told to him that Baba, everywhere in all the scriptures, everywhere it talks about Krishna, Rama, you directly worship them. Why, after these persons about whom there is no scriptural evidence, there is no scriptural, nobody, whatever is there is written by his own followers. There is no, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavat or whatever, there is no mention of all those persons. Why are you following, wasting your time there? Then he simply says, no, he is Sai Ram, he is Sai Krishna, he is Sai Mukunda, he is Sai this, he is Sai that. I said, just open your eyes, Baba. There are, it is in Vishnu Sahasranam, it is said, in Vishnu Purana it is said, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashashriya Jnana Vairagyasya Sharnam Bhaga Iti Kshana Itingana. So there are 6 symptoms of Supreme Lord. He is all opulent. Yes, Sai Baba is all opulent. Simply he cannot go beyond that. His thought process cannot go beyond that. Viryasya is all powerful. He is fully strengthened. At his young age he has lifted Govardhana hill and he killed Putana. And your Sai Baba is going to hospital to get his own body treated. No, he is performing pastime. Then I said, Shriya, he is beautiful, most beautiful. Yes, Sai Baba, you are seeing only the external beauty. He is so beautiful from inside. There is no argument after that. So, the thing is, certain persons are so hell-bent to their own, thing, that even if you go on telling them, because their intelligence just cannot go beyond that. Just cannot go beyond that. There is a proven God, he is telling, I am Father, I am your mother, I am your everything. And you are not going there, and you are going to some person who is, of course he is also telling, I am your everything. So he is also kind of, deceiving, and therefore we are falling in the trap. But, the scriptures are directly there. Why can't you open your eyes? But you go on telling them, they cannot, their intelligence cannot go above that. So by their activities one can understand. Yathanvayat, যেমন संबंधवशतः पुष्पादि गंधेर द्वारा वायु के गंधवान बोलिया जाना जाए. Just like aromatic air is coming. The air is completely different from aroma. Isn't it? The moment it carries aroma, you say that aromatic wind. It's not a property of the wind. Aroma is something, but the wind is just carrying it. So Vishwanath Thakur is telling, Jagrita Swapno Sushupta Ei Sakal Buddhir Parinam Matra Sutrang Atma Dharma Nahe. Means this intelligence, 3 states of intelligence is not Atma. One is identified as being intelligent or less or more, whatever it is, just by the activities, but buddhi and atma are different. Just like the wind and aroma are different, but just aroma is being carried by the wind, you assign that it's a good wind, it's a bad wind. But wind is not good, bad. It is just, two different subjects. In a similar manner, intelligence, less intelligent, more intelligent, whatever, it is not the property of Atma. Atma is completely different. But awakened soul, all these things are being said like a, aroma, wind kind of a thing. वही सकल वृत्ति कर्मेरई जागृत आदि अवस्था जानिबे. सॉरी. वही सकल वृत्ति कर्मजन्य अतएव त्रिगुणात्मक और कर्मजन्य होवाते बुद्धिरई जागृत आदि अवस्था जानिबे. And therefore, all these activities the one is performing is due to one's own state of intelligence. To what state of intelligence one belongs to, that is why person is acting in different karmas. যেমন गंध पुष्पेर धर्म वायुर सहित मिलित हौवाते वायुर धर्म बोलिया प्रकाश पाए, ताहार न्याय आत्मा बुद्धिर सहित अन्वित हौवाते बुद्धिर अवस्था जागृत आदि विशिष्ट बोलिया बोध है, वस्तुतः आत्मा वही सकल अवस्था है ना. So Atma is actually pure. Atma has no state of intelligence or awakened, or it is the state of intelligence whether it is awakened. When we say awakened soul or awakened, one is ignorant soul, awakened soul. Actually, soul is neither ignorant nor awakened. We just assign like good wind, bad wind, good air, bad air. In a similar manner, awakened soul and sleeping soul is always in a different state, but it is the intelligence that is awakened or sleeping, ignorant. There is no ignorant soul. Ignorant intelligence is zero there. यही प्रकार पुष्पधर्म गंध द्वारा गंधाश्रय वायु न्याय आत्मस्वरूप अवगत होते होइबे. So one will be able to understand the Atma or the self to the degree of the intelligence one has awakened. So basically Prahlad is telling that it is very, very essential to be intelligent in a Krishna conscious way. Intelligence is important. If there is no intelligence, then there cannot be discrimination and there cannot be this analytical study of direct and indirect ways. Krishna Bhakti is not for fools. Many persons they say that even foolish persons means those who have no eligibility to go through the Veda mantras etc. Even those persons can. It does not mean that ignorant fools. Krishna Bhakti itself needs intelligence. If intelligence is not there, then Krishna Bhakti cannot be performed. Because we are not able to discriminate between whether my activity is actually pleasing Supreme Lord or not. This intelligence is there, required. Not material intelligence I am talking about, but the intelligence of what Guru has given instruction to me, whether I am following it or not. To understand Guru's instruction, we need that intelligence. But not smartness. Not smartness. যাহার দ্বারা अन्वित হইয়া বুদ্ধি প্রবর্তিত হয় তিনি परमात्मा আর যিনি বুদ্ধ্যান্বিত তিনি জীবাত্মা. Paramatma is above this intelligence. Means intelligence, Atma is controlled by this intelligence. Means how much intelligence one has got, buddhi. But Paramatma is beyond this. Means from him this intelligence comes. But now I am under the control of intelligence. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is telling with a comparison that in the chariot that is being driven by the 5 horses, the Jivatma is being carried. He is driving in that. He is traveling in that. So, The 5 sense organs are the 5 horses. The rein that is controlling the 5 horses or the 5 sense organs is the mind. And the one who is holding this rein, or you can say the chariot driver, is the intelligence. If the intelligence is not dictating the mind, which in turn controls the sense organs, the Jivatma who is sitting in the chariot will fall down. So, we are in the hands of the intelligence. The driver is the intelligence, not Paramatma, Jivatma. So that intelligence has to be utilized. How? We have to have the knowledge of the mind. We have to have the knowledge of the 5 sense organs, how they are entrapping us, how they are troubling us, how they are deviating us, and which direction to go. The intelligence has to guide. Then Jivatma will go in the right track. We will stop here. Ancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Sri Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Paramaraditam Patita Pavana Stotra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Leela Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Stotra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhava Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Saparikar Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Shri Shri Radha Govinda Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Jiv Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Dvaipayana Vedavyasa Mahamuni Ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Narada Goswami Ki Jai. Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Samagata Hari Katha Shravan Kari Bhakta